Hello there guys and welcome back. This is this week's vlog for the Witchling Intuition. To quickly recap on the meanings of the card Intuition. Power of intuition will light your path. Connection to the divine. The unspoken knowledge that most people are aware of even if they do not voice it. As above, so below. Bum, bum, bum. History. The essence of a particular point. Raising your awareness. I see, feel and know the energy connections between myself, the infinite and all things. It's been a difficult week this week, and I think for a lot of the week it has been the intuition of believing in the divine plan. In knowing that even when things are tough, they can get better. That's sometimes a really difficult thing to believe in, and I guess that's when our intuition and trust in the divine is most tested. Just going to light some copal incense over here. You can't see me doing it, but I'm doing it. And that is the gist of what this week has been like for me. Trust. Trust in the goddess, trust in the divine plan. Looking at how we examine the divine plan, sort of looking at tarot and things of that nature. When I was discussing this card, I paid particular attention to the ruff. There you can see the ruff just about around her neck. The ruff is an Elizabethan thing for me. It appears in other periods of history, but the one it's most synonymous with is Elizabethan times. I actually pulled a card not long after this from the Shapeshifter deck. Elizabeth and the Lion. And that's the deck I'm going to do next. Working through my path, working the Shapeshifter Oracle. I find it helpful to work through them and see. It connected through the ruff, through the Elizabethan energies. And the overarching message was the divinity. You need to balance the divine energies of masculine and feminine within yourself. You need the lion for his royalty, dignity, blood-stirring and fearful roar, enormous mane, power and speed. You also need the commanding presence of Elizabeth, a queen, a shapeshifter with fairy blood who showed what it means to endure danger and in the end take up troops, rally them and overcome all odds, overcome impossible difficulties, offering inspiration to others. At times you will fall, but like Elizabeth the triumphant queen, you will rally. Again, I'm not sharing everything within these vlogs, but this week was stressful, overwhelmingly frightening. I again felt alone, and it's had some pretty dark moments this week. It was hopelessness. Being put through the rigmarole, being put through the fear of losing everything, and it was blocking my own connection to the divine, to the point where I knew I needed to get a grip. I was dreaming again about my ex, which isn't helpful for my state of mind. Going over old ground, like we've already talked about. I need to find my inner fearlessness, my inner wolf, my inner lion again. And then after I started to really focus on getting back to that, I found a picture. So that energy has really been around. And within the rough on this one, there are a lot of geometric patterns. And I've been noticing geometric patterns a lot this week, particularly the flower of life. Mantra for the week. Just because you fail once, it doesn't mean you're going to fail at everything. Keep trying, hold on, and always, always, always believe in yourself, because if you don't, then who will? So keep your head up high, keep your chin up, and most importantly, keep smiling, because life's a beautiful thing and there's so much to smile about. Authentic you. Life is a school where you learn how to remember what your soul already knows. OM times. I will have one mistress here and no master. Elizabeth from the Elizabeth film. Then we had the sadness, coping with sadness spell work, integrating energies of camphor, blue, kyanite, smithsonite, sodalite. So blue is obviously very present in this card. It's a deep healing colour. Kyanite I felt connected with this card instantaneously, which is to do with self-cleansing, cutting through blockages, cutting through feeling blocked off from the divine. Smithsonite is about getting through the worst times, healing. Camphor purifies and removes all negative energy and makes you and your home more receptive to healing magic. Arguments abounded this week, and I was identifying my triggers, negative reactions. I was having more negative reactions than perhaps situations merited. Capitalising on the waning moon for diminishing problems, banishing negativity. The solitary witch, because some of us are meant to walk alone, which is secret. Then there was the connecting to Morrigan. That Morrigan blasting through all of the blocks that I was having trouble with and I was pushing to overcome, and I was doing that myself, and only because I was making the effort to, I believe, that she broke the last of the blocks down. And that Hail Morrigan prayer, or words from Morrigan, however you want to see it, is already up. But it's about being a true warrior. It's about not lying down and dying. Lion energy again. And the difference between living an authentic life with honour or not. The difference between doing what you're saying you're doing, meaning what you're saying, truth. Tourmalinated quartz was important again this week. Powerful combo of clear quartz, black tourmaline, deflecting all negative energy, unlocking energy blockages. Powerful good luck charm. The affirmation for which is, my body is full of free-flowing energy. Black and white monochrome has been present throughout, both in the above crystal, tourmalated quartz, the overall theme of my Samhain altar, and the abundance of magpies chattering, calling and speaking to me this week. I've been followed around by magpies this week. Magpies are associated with the Morrigan, and they're in the corvid family, I believe. They're quite similar to crows and things. But I see quite a lot of them regularly. But this week they've been like landing in front of me and doing the little chattery noise thing, and I'm like, what? Yeah. As for the black-white theme, of course, being Morrigan, her union with the Dagda at this time of the year, the unification of masculine and feminine, life, death, light, dark, yin, yang, also associated with blackthorn, strafe, ogham, which is her tree, perhaps more than any other. You can make arguments for others, but strafe definitely has that. Times are really, really shit now, right now, but you're going to overcome it. You just have to hold on. You have to dig in. You have to fight and overcome. Fools, start again. Fools take a knife and stab people in the back. The wise take the knife, cut the cord, and free themselves from the fools. Unknown. Then I was thinking about earthing and grounding, and then that sort of mulled over into musing about earth as an element and things, which I mused out loud about already. I may be a solitary witch, but I am never alone, Southern Hemisphere pagan. Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do, Four Queens. And when the world seems grey and I do not want to stay, I dip into my written world to keep the blues at bay. Joanne Morris, 2014. Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder, Rumi. So I was getting to the point again where I was like stressed. And I sort of was saying to the universe, what is the point? What is the point in all of this? And then the following quote just like popped up on my screen. Whatever happens to you, don't fall in despair. Even if all the doors are closed, a secret path will be there for you that no one knows. You can't see it yet, but so many paradises are at the end of this path. Be grateful. It is easy to thank after obtaining what you want. Thank before having what you want. Shami Tabrizi. All actions should feel as part of the great dance because they are. Joanne Morris, 2014. You cannot alter your fate, however you can rise to meet it. Princess Mononoke. Once you do something you never forget, even if you can't remember. Spirited Away. For thoughts as well as gold must be left on the hither side of death to gain their immortality. Sarah Teasdale. And then my ending thoughts of the week. Here's to the ones that don't fit in. Here's to the ones that make you think and get under your skin. Here's to the thinkers that spend time alone, talk to the trees, not bitch on the phone. Here's to the ones that make a real choice, who listen to their soul and give it voice. Joanne Morris, 2014. It's easy to be a spiritual person when things are going well, I think is the overarching theme of this week. A lot of people often think that people only turn to spirituality when time is hard because, you know, they're praying for help or release, or casting spells and magic and things when times are difficult or something is missing because they wish to attain a balance, obtain a peace. And to be honest, I was thinking about it and I don't think it is. I think it's easier to be a spiritual person when things are calm and you're not falling to pieces and your emotions aren't all over the place. It's a very kind of true colours period in your life when everything is falling to crap and everything is difficult and hard, and you will find out instantaneously who the fair weathers are, who, you know, say they're there for you and they're not, or say they care about you and they don't, and I'll support you and they're not there. And it's hard times, it's the rain which really washes everything out, and it feels like the messages of the week were sort of this cleansing but none too gentle rain that showered everywhere and everything was difficult and struggling and falling over in it and half drowning in it, but God is in the rain is one of my favourite quotes from a movie, V for Vendetta. And although it says God in that sense, like a masculine sense, a simply masculine sense, I choose to interpret it as divine. So divine is in the rain. And that's how this week has been. Listen to the divine is there, the divine will guide you, times will get better, it won't last forever, and you will know who you can count on. And even if you can only count on yourself, it's an interesting lesson to learn. Yeah. So that's it for this week. Many blessings.